Namaste, my loves. Welcome back to Soul Body Balance TV. I am super excited to see you here joining me for this heart opening sequence. We're going to be focusing a lot on just opening up the heart and getting in touch with that place that holds all our wisdom, all of our feelings, emotions, and all of the things that should be guiding us in our day-to-day life. So to begin, place your hands on top of your knees, palms facing up, ready to welcome whatever this practice may have in store for you. And as you close your eyes, start to tune into your breath as it comes in through your nostrils and out through the nostrils. With every breath that you take in, try to become more present by experiencing what it feels like to bring this new breath into your body. As it comes in through the nostrils, you feel your chest expanding, yourself relaxing, and sinking deeper into this present moment as you take every breath in and you let every breath out. Bringing your hands to your heart center, setting an intention for your practice. And after you've set that intention, I want you to repeat these words after me. I am fully open to giving love. As you breathe in, I want you to feel these words within your heart, not just to follow the words, but to actually fully experience what that feels like within you, what that means to you. Guiding your hands overhead, bringing your right hand right along your side body and extending over through your left hand to get a nice deep open stretch here on your left side body. Keeping a slight bend on your right elbow. Continue breathing here. As you inhale, your right hand meets your left hand comes onto the floor and reaching over through your right side. Again, keeping that slight bend in your left elbow, just feeling the sensations as you start to open up your body, as you start to move. Inhaling, bringing your left hand to meet your right, and exhaling your arms down behind your back, interlacing your fingers to open up your chest, open up your shoulders here. Sometimes we don't realize that our posture actually is a great representative of where we're at emotionally as well. So if you find that your shoulders are curved and rounded forward, sometimes that is a representation that our heart isn't open at its fullest potential. So through this practice, we'll be able to work on that. That way you can not only open up your heart physically, but spiritually as well. So as you exhale, start to fold over to bring your crown towards your mat. A couple of breaths here. And as you exhale, coming back up, keeping your back nice and straight. And inhaling your arms up and out overhead. And releasing your fingers and coming forward to come into a tabletop. Hands below your shoulders, knees below your hips, as always. Keeping your core nice and straight, staying elongated here, pushing yourself away from the mat, and slowly lifting your hips up to come into a downward facing dog. Your hands are mat width distance or shoulder width distance, feet are hip width distance, and start to slowly bend your knees here just to awaken the body, awaken your hamstrings. Stay focused on your breath, stay focused on the sensations you experience as we move through this journey. And as you inhale, bring your right leg up towards the sky, bend your knee to open up your hips. Another place where we tend to keep a lot of emotions stuck, so it's a great place to open up. And as you exhale, bring your right knee towards your third eye and inhaling back into three-legged dog, squaring that foot and slowly lunging forward to come into Ashwasandhalanasana or a high lunge. Gently guiding your left knee down towards the mat and inhaling your arms up overhead to salute the sun, to open up this heart, not only to this moment, but to this day, to life in general, to recognize that everything that's happening right now in your life is happening for you, not to you. And there is always something there for you to learn, a lesson for you to take in order for you to keep moving forward and keep stepping into your highest being. Keep breathing here. As you exhale, bring your hands down to the mat, guiding your left knee up and inhaling your right arm up towards the sky to come into a twisted lunge. Stack your shoulders here, open up as wide as you can. And as you exhale, bring your right hand down inside of your right foot and reach up with your left hand to open up that heart even wider. And as you're here, I want you to think within your heart, within your mind, I am fully open to receiving love. And as you exhale, streamline, bicep over your ear, reaching forward, keeping those shoulders nice and stacked still. Breathing here, feeling the sensations as your body starts to open more and more with each breath, with each movement. And as you exhale, left hand down to the mat, right hand outside of your right foot, and kicking up with your right foot into a three-legged dog, bringing your right knee towards your third eye, kicking back up, right foot meets left, coming forward into a plank here, keeping your core nice and tight, your inner elbows shining forward, and your legs nice and engaged. Bring your knees towards the mat, chin and chest down to the floor, coming into Ashtangasana, 8-limb pose. And as you inhale, start to slide through to come into a cobra, Bhujangasana. Your crown towards the sky, your hands right beside your chest, and staying with your heart here, staying with your breath. And as you inhale, bring your left hand forward, elbow right below your shoulder, and you're gonna bend that right leg and reach right over with your right hand to grab onto the top of your foot on the inside, just to get a nice extension here on the shoulders and the quad as well. Staying with your breath, closing your eyes and tuning into every sensation you might be experiencing right now. Slowly letting go, bringing your right hand right in front of you, right elbow below your shoulder, and reaching over with that left arm to grab onto the inside of your left foot. Again, staying with your breath here, sending your breath to every place that you might be feeling tension and just trying to relax into the pose. And as you exhale, letting go, coming back to center, guiding your hands right back by your chest. And as you inhale, coming up into cobra once again, and downward facing dog. Bending your left knee and your right knee, walking your dog here. And as you inhale, lifting up through your left leg to three-legged dog, bringing your left knee towards your third eye, kicking back up, slowly bending that left knee and stacking your hips to open up once again, and inhaling to straighten your leg, bringing it into your third eye and slowly lunging through to come into your high lunge once again, slowly guiding that right knee down, inhaling up towards the sky, opening up your heart once again. And here you're going to repeat, I forgive instantly, completely, and unconditionally. And as you feel those words, try to see what comes up, who comes up, and see how you can forgive that person, how you can forgive yourself, and create space for new things in your life by letting go of that. As you exhale, slowly coming forward to bring your hands to the mat, guiding up your right knee. And as you inhale, start to reach up towards the sky once again with your left hand, feeling that nice opening here in your shoulders, in your heart, in your chest, keeping that left leg hugged right into your torso. And exhaling down through your left hand as you reach up with your right hand to open up even deeper. Staying relaxed in the pose, trying to find calmness in your mind, in your body, and streamlining to bring your bicep towards your ear. As you exhale, right hand down to the mat, left hand outside of your left foot, kicking up into three-legged dog once again here, keeping that leg nice and stacked, left knee third eye, kicking back up, left foot meets right. Walking your dog here, staying with your breath, noticing whether your body feels a little more open or your heart feels a little bit more open, more forgiving, more loving. As you take a deep breath, come forward into a plank. Again, keeping your core tight here, your quads engaged, And slowly bringing your knees down, chest and chin down to the floor into Ashtangasana, and sliding through to come flat onto the mat. And relaxing your arms back along your side body. Start to slowly bend your right knee and your right knee to bring your feet back close to your glutes, grabbing onto your ankles. And as you inhale, start to kick up through your feet and your chin all the way up towards the sky to open that heart even wider. With every breath you take, feel that opening as you become more vulnerable, as you become more accepting and welcoming. As you exhale, bring your forehead to the mat, slowly guiding your feet back and bring your hands along your chest, slowly coming back into a child's pose. As you surrender here to this pose, start to tune into the voice of your heart, the beat of your heart, and try to see what it's saying to you, what is coming up through this practice, what kind of emotions, who might be coming up. Ask yourself if this might be a situation or a person who you might need to open up to more and simply be more vulnerable with. And as you inhale, start to bring your hands back along your knees to push yourself back up into Vinyasa, meditation or hero's pose. So your knees are going to be together and you'll be sitting up nice and straight, extending through your spine, lifting your chest up towards the sky and relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. Placing your left hand on top of your right hand, linking your thumbs together. And I just want you to stay here to focus on your breath, focus on your heart, and contemplate the things that might have came up so far in this practice as we've been moving through it. Sometimes in life we don't do this enough. We don't take the time to just stop, sit down, reflect, and contemplate things. And that's why sometimes we just end up lost. So today we're not going to do that. Today we're going to take the time to sit down, not only reflect on this practice, on what you've experienced so far, but also on where you're at today, what you might be experiencing within your heart, and see what needs to be shifted in that place, whether it be to be happier, be more fulfilled, be more connected. And without judgment, just observe what comes up and see what you can take from it. Stay with your breath, stay with your heart. And if your mind starts to wander, just bring it back to the beat of your heart. On your next breath in, bring your left hand onto your right knee and your right hand onto your left foot, looking over your right shoulder. And as you exhale, looking over your left shoulder, drooping your chin down. And slowly with your breath, switching over to the other side. So right hand on your left knee, left hand on your right foot, looking over your left shoulder. Exhaling, looking over your right, drooping that chin down and coming back to center. As you inhale, bring your arms overhead. And as you exhale, coming forward once again and moving slowly into your downward facing dog. Bending your knees here, walking your dog, slowly coming back into your body. And as you inhale, kick your right leg up and slowly lunge through with control into your high lunge, and slowly guide that left knee down. And as you inhale, reach up towards the sky once again, opening up your heart to the sun, and exhaling to interlace your fingers behind your back once again. Looking up here, staying with your breath, feeling the sensations in your shoulders, and with every breath sinking deeper into that right knee. Stay with your breath here. Slowly releasing, inhaling, arms overhead, back down to the mat, guiding up your left knee and kicking up with your right foot towards the sky, bringing your right knee towards your third eye once again, kicking up, right foot meets left, coming forward into a plank. And you can either stay here or join us for a side plank as you come onto the edge of your right foot and onto your right hand, ensuring that your right hand is right below your shoulder and you're pushing away from the mat through that right hand to avoid collapsing on your wrist. Stay with your breath, and as you inhale, bring your left hand down to the mat to come back into a plank and into a downward facing dog to give your wrist a nice gentle break here. Keep breathing and again, coming forward back into a plank. You can either take a Vinyasa here, going to Ashtangasana and then Cobra, or you can simply meet us in Downward Facing Dog. Take this moment to take a deep breath in through your heart. And as you exhale out the mouth, now slowly guiding up your left leg up towards the sky and curling in to lunge through with control once again, and coming into Ashwasanchalasana, your high lunge. Right knee towards the mat, inhaling your arms towards the sky. Again, opening up your heart towards the sun, interlacing your fingers and looking up as you open up deeper with every breath that you take. Close your eyes. Feel that breath coming into your body and envision your heart opening up with every single breath that you take here. What does that feel like? What are you experiencing? As you exhale, slowly let go. Bring your hands down to the mat, guiding your right knee up and slowly kicking up your left leg up towards the sky. Left knee, third eye. Bring your left foot to meet your right. Coming forward into a plank here. And again, we'll go into side plank, so it's up to you whether you want to stay in plank or join us for the side plank. So coming onto the edge of your left foot, reaching up through your right hand. And again, extending through your arms, pushing yourself away from the mat here, keeping that core nice and engaged. Feeling the sensations and staying as relaxed as possible. Again, bringing your right hand to the mat, coming back into a downward facing dog, sending those hips up towards the sky, bending your legs, coming forward into a plank. Again, Vinyasa, or meet us in downward facing dog. Again, taking a deep breath in through your heart. And next you exhale, let it go through the mouth. Inhale your right leg up towards the sky. Bending your knee, bringing your foot close to your glute. And supporting yourself with your left hand, start to slowly send that right foot back and opening up through your right arm. Feel the opening here. Feel how vulnerable it is to just open up yourself to the earth, to this moment. And through your right hand, slowly start to bring yourself back over onto the mat, bringing your right foot in towards your third eye, kicking your leg back up towards the sky. Right foot meets left. Now we'll do the other side, so left foot up, left knee, third eye, left foot back up, bending your knee, slowly flipping over onto Wild Thing once again, opening up through your heart here and guiding that left hand down, left knee, third eye, kicking up. Left foot meets right, coming back into your downward facing dog. And again, we're going to go into Vinyasa here, so it's up to you whether you wanted to Ashtangasana and Cobra, stay in downward facing dog, or go into your Vinyasa. So we'll meet in downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. And as you exhale, bring your knees down to the mat and your forehead down onto the mat to come into Sleeping Baby. Tuning into your breath. And with every exhale, relaxing deeper into this moment, into this pose, into your heart, surrendering into what is without judgment, without trying to change anything. As you inhale, slowly start to unfurl your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, to come back up into Dhanasana. And twisting over to the right, left hand onto your right knee, right hand onto your left foot, looking over your left shoulder. And again, other side, looking over your right shoulder, going back to center, and slowly getting yourself up onto your knees. Your knees right below your hips, staying in alignment with your spine, bringing your hands to your heart center and inhaling up towards the sky to come into camel pose. So reaching back, you can either stay on your hamstrings, your calves, or your heels, and start to thrust forward as you bend back, looking back behind you, opening up your heart as deep as you can, feeling every breath expanding and opening everything up within you even deeper. As you inhale, slowly letting go. Bringing your hands overhead, palms together, to your third eye, to your heart, and sitting back onto your heels. You're going to grab onto your heels once again. Bring your back nice and straight. Start to slowly send your forehead towards the mat as you lift your hips up towards the sky. keeping your forehead off the mat here. So this is the counter pose for camel to reset your spine. Staying here nice and lifted as far as you can go. Stay with your body. Go where it allows you to without forcing. And as you exhale, start to bring your heels back onto your feet, coming back into sleeping baby. Coming back to yourself, coming back to your breath here. Staying with your breath. And as you inhale, slowly start to come up, unfurling your spine and coming back into Vinyasa meditation pose. So again, your left hand over your right, taking this time to reflect on the practice so far, to tune into your breath, and to simply just be, to give yourself permission to stop doing, stop acting, stop reacting, stop thinking, and to just stay with your breath, to tap into that inner peace and inner stillness that always resides within you. Take a deep breath in and out. Once again. Out. And on your next exhale, twisting over to the left side, right hand onto your left knee, left hand onto your right heel, looking over your right shoulder, switching over onto the other side, looking over your right shoulder, again, drooping over your left. Coming back to center, sitting over your left side and turning around. Here you're just going to simply hug your knees, rest your forehead onto your knees. Just take a moment to breathe. Stay with your breath here, no judgment, no expectations. Simply observe. Now slowly shifting your glutes back slightly to straighten out your legs. You're going to come into Paschimottanasana here. So from the pit of the abdomen, start to extend yourself forward to grab onto your feet. So you can grab onto your toes. You can place your hands right underneath the plant of your feet. You can also grab onto your shins here. So wherever your body is at right now, stay there. Don't try to force yourself into this stretch. It will come with time, with practice. That is why we do this. Now slowly release your hands beside your legs, forearms facing down, palms facing up. And as you inhale, start to slowly unfurl your spine to come back up into seated and laying back into Shavasana, corpse pose. As you relax your body, you close your eyes and you just disengage here, letting go of everything of the day so far. Anything that might be floating around in your mind that doesn't serve you in this moment, and just relaxing deeper with every breath. As always, you have the option to stay here, or you can come back into seated if you're ready to get out of the practice, but I always recommend just staying here, even if it's just for a couple of breaths, to really reflect on what came up throughout the practice, to really feel the shifts that may have happened within you throughout the practice, and to just really recognize this stillness and peace that always resides within you. Once you come back up into seated position, I want you to keep your eyes closed, to bring your hands to your heart center, to bring your awareness to your heart, and fully experience what that feels like. Take a deep breath in through your heart. As you exhale out the mouth, let go of everything and anything that might be holding you back from trusting, from loving unconditionally. Keeping your hands at your heart center, I want you to either repeat out loud with me or in your mind, I give and receive love, forgiveness, and compassion to myself and others effortlessly and unconditionally. My heart is filled with joy and gratitude. You can repeat that as many times as you'd like. I really want you to not only say the words, but feel the words within your heart. and to always try to live from this place of unconditional love, compassion, forgiveness, not just for yourself, but for other people as well. Because when we're giving that to others, we're giving that to ourselves. And the more that we can live from this place of vulnerability, from openness, the more that we can live in our truth and in our highest being. So again, thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through this practice. I'm sending you all so much love, so much light. Have a blessed day. Namaste.